Hello, this is Datatraderpro with the first of a number of how to use our site videos. Today we'll be focusing on the first tab, which is the Overview tab on the site, which gives you the sectors page, indices, and a market heat map. We're on the market sectors page now, found here. And basically what this page does is, this is the first page I look at when I'm trying to get an idea of what the market's going to do in the morning. We have pre-market data available for these 24 tickers. So this will be open at 8 o'clock in the morning and will continue all day until after hours. Basically leading market indexes and then sector indexes for all the various major sectors in the U.S. markets, including some individual commodities, oil, nat gas, gold, silver, and the U.S. dollar. So fairly self-explanatory, but a very good way to get an early read on how the market's shaping up that day. Moving on. Indices page. The 5 major indices, the NASDAQ, there are 2 versions of NASDAQ, the NASDAQ 100 technology-based index and the composite, which is a much larger group of stocks. The purpose of this smaller table, which is replicating somewhat what's going on in sectors, is to drive this intra-index divergence meter. What that does is it measures the high to the low of all these 5 indices and gives you a divergence. So basically what we found is that anywhere over 0.6% on up, and certainly over 1% divergence, it's a 1% difference between any of these 2 indices, marks a very unhealthy market. You usually see those divergences at market turns where one group of stocks in one index is leading still while the others are all lagging behind. And when the move is finished in that group of stocks, generally the market turns. So we look for readings certainly into the red here on the divergence meter. This is a very important, very simple but very important part of the site to look at. Total market fund is a group of all of these. So it gives you basically a broad market view of all the sector ETFs together as one averaged fund. Moving on to the market map page. This is a market internals heat map with live data. This data will start at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, U.S. Open. Most of the internals won't start on exchanges until then. We calculate our own data, and the heat map is grouped into branches of a tree, basically. So the whole map, we have NYSE index readings, NASDAQ broad, all the NASDAQ indices combined readings, and then individually to the indexes: S&P 500, NASDAQ 100, Russell 2000, Dow Jones 30, and then a group of bond yield prices and the volatility space. What this does is it gives you a very quick one-look, one-page glance at what's happening underneath the hood of the market. Very easy to tell that when there are large divergences, as there are now, between, say, the S&P 500, which is a negative almost 7-to-1 advanced decline, and the NYSE, which is actually not very bad. Same thing with the NASDAQ Technology Index compared to the broader NASDAQ exchange level number of stocks. Russell 2000, fairly bearish. Dow Jones internals were the most bearish, but remember you're only measuring 30 stocks, so very easy for that to swing extreme one way, extreme bearish to extreme bullish. That's about it. That's going to wrap up our first header video, and more to come. Thanks and stay tuned.